Brian?
All right, well, Kramer sounding off on Netflix last night. Take a listen.
We like it when companies have this kind of pricing power. And despite all the hoopla from subscribers who are angry about being dragged kicking and screaming into the future, this is a good move for you if you're a shareholder. You don't get the kind of momentum Netflix has without knowing what you're doing. And at this point, I think giving management the benefit of the doubt is simply a sound money-making strategy.
All right, so I'm going to give Kramer's Netflix analysis 2 thumbs up, but my Siskel over here, Herb Greenberg, thinks that this will end up being a horror show for the company. Hillery Nye, principal and founder of Madrona Law Group, focusing on technology transactions and licensing deals like Netflix makes, is here to play the part of referee and offer up some of her own opinions. All right. Listen, Hillary, I'm just going on this as a consumer. I don't have any insight into Netflix stock or its business model. Other than that, I know the streaming options are very limited, right? If you just want to be streaming, You're going to miss about 90% of the content. So don't they have consumers relatively, I mean, I don't want to say trapped, but people moan. Don't you think they're going to hold on to more customers than we think?
I don't know. I have to tell you, there is a real backlash right now out there. I think there was something like 10,000 Facebook comments out there of just outrage from consumers who feel like they've just been duped and that their options have just been really limited because the streaming options are not that varied or great. You've got about maybe 20,000 titles tops. And if you think that they started out with, I don't know, I think about 14,000 back in 2008, that increase in quality content would not be enough, at least for me, to stay on as a streaming customer only.
Well, you know, Hillary, when I talk to my Ebert friend over here, what he likes to say is he says, well, this has pushed me toward the DVDs, and I look at him and I say,
I was a streaming-only guy, and then all these movies I wanted to watch weren't available, so I thought, gee whiz, I better pay a couple bucks extra a month so I can get the DVD.
That is exactly what they don't want you to do. You're gonna cost them.
I'm the problem now.
You are the problem.
Sound like Mandy.
Hillary?
It's a thankless job being this referee, I have to tell you. I actually think you just hit the nail on the head, which is, hey, I want quality content for a reasonable price in a reliable channel. And
Sounds like
all
you
of
just
those
said Herb
things
is
are being
wrong.
called in
That's
question.
Great.
What's that?
Sounds like, did you just say Herb is wrong in a nice way?
No, not at all.
Oh.
No, she did not. She was agreeing with me.
I am doing my very best to be neutral, but
where does
I'm
Netflix
struggling.
end up? Where does Netflix end up in all of this?
Oh, I have to tell you, I do side with Herb here, and I don't believe that they are offering all the value that they purport to offer on Wall Street. I don't see how they can compete long term because they just don't have a compelling offering.
When you say compete long term, competing against who? I mean, who is doing it better than them right now?
Yet. Nobody's doing it better than them right now, but that's going to change because you've got Amazon coming up strong. You got Google coming up strong.
Well, I did not use Netflix in any form or fashion, didn't own a DVD player until I got Apple TV. Then I started streaming through iTunes paying, and then I realized I can get basically unlimited what they've got for $8, whatever it was a month, and Netflix is on the new version of Apple TV. Now, I'm actually going backwards, Hillary, because my fear is that, you know, of course, we work for Comcast and some other broadband providers, is that pretty soon data hogs, probably like me, are going to start to be charged more, and won't that push people back to DVDs when their bill goes up because they're like, my gosh, Johnny, stop streaming all those 5 gigabyte movies.
Why shouldn't you be charged more if you're
maybe you're right, but once those bills goes up.
Think about it. Amazon's also a content delivery network.
And at this point, you're also drilling right into the economics of this business. Amazon, I mean, Netflix itself is telling you that it's changing day by day. Good. They've executed flawlessly, wonderfully when they're a DVD company. They're moving into streaming. They're being valued for something way out in the future, and no one's taking into account.
I hear your point that why would they be in DVDs, buggy whip, perhaps, but at the same point, if we start getting giant bills because of using all the bandwidth, won't people reverse?
Well, that's not what they want to see happen.
Let's define the issue, though. The issue is not DVDs versus streaming. It's content. And if you cannot get compelling content to the consumer on a platform that they want it anytime, anywhere, and they want the best stuff, the best, most recent, most sexy content available. And if Netflix can't offer that to them over the long term, they're going to lose their subscriber base.
Hillary, thank you so much. Great stuff.